When designing helicopter sounds, the goal was to create an immersive experience that supports gameplay, mirrors real-life helicopter sound behavior, and captures the unique sonic character of each helicopter. From a gameplay perspective, two crucial factors were considered. Firstly, we aimed to provide audio feedback that assists players in piloting the helicopter. Secondly, we wanted to support the damage system by giving players audio cues when helicopter parts are damaged or destroyed. Helicopter, as a sound source, has very complex behavior. After listening to a wide variety of reference recordings, conducting a couple of field recording sessions, and studying several papers on helicopter sound propagation, in-game model was simplified to cover two main areas: distinguishing between main rotor and engine being underload or offload, and creating distinct sounds when the helicopter flies towards or away from the listener. To achieve authenticity, the initial step involved using real-life recordings of these helicopters wherever possible. For distant sounds, the process was relatively straightforward, as those didn't require breaking down sound into multiple layers. However, for close perspective, precise control over each element of the sound was essential. So in this case, matching rotors' RPMs, pitch and frequency characteristics of each layer to real-life references proved useful. For close perspective, the sound was divided into three main parts, covering the three loudest sound sources on Mi-8 and UH-1: main rotor, tail rotor and engine. Main rotor sound consists of onload and offload loops. Blending these, using climbing speed or helicopter pitch and yaw, provides useful audio feedback to the pilot. Tail rotor sound consists of one layer. Having it as a separate sound source allows to position it precisely on the tail rotor position, resulting in a much better spatial experience. Engine sound is split into noise and tonal layers. This division is effective for this case because it allows for pitch shifting only the tonal layer and modulating only noise layer using EQ to simulate the engine operating at different RPMs. Breaking down the sound into these three elements was also crucial for communicating helicopter damage to the player. Each of these groups has a damage layer that is mixed in if any part of helicopter is damaged. Additionally, if any part is completely destroyed, the corresponding sound can be turned off entirely. For the main rotor interior perspective processing, mono-to-stereo DSP was used. The DSP is based on a simple algorithm, and it doesn't always sound particularly good. It has this flanger, comp filter vibe, slightly metallic character, and the resulting stereo image is somewhat blurry. However, for processing main rotor sound, all these characteristics turn out to work well. Together with low passing all other layers, and adding additional interior stereo loop, all blended together and created fitting experience when camera is inside helicopter. As partially mentioned before, for distant sound, real-life recordings of helicopter either approaching or flying away were used. This blending is happening based on helicopter speed towards the camera. To support wash-rotor particle effects, strong wind sound was added when helicopter is close to the ground. Suspension sounds reuses the same technology and ideas as the ones for vehicles. So each landing or takeoff is accompanied by suspension creaking and fuselage stress sounds.